And the Oscar goes to...
I've got to win this one. I bribed everyone in Hollywood.
Here comes the money.
Oh, did someone say
Here comes the money.
dollar, 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 ching, bling, bling, got the chatter, you ain't talk. Hello everyone, we're back and we are here to talk about some upcoming Game of the Year games.
That's true, we are.
No?
We are. At the end of the year, every game publication / YouTube channel likes to pat itself on the back by saying,
We did a good job.
We did a good job. We know good video games. Here's our list of all the best video games. And Polygon, Imagine, GameSpot, whatever, they all do their own Game of the Year list. IGN is like the 600-pound gorilla of the video games media world. It's the thing that we love to make fun of. And they do their Game of the Year list as well, of course. And they've just put theirs out. And it's pretty good. It's pretty solid, I think. But there's two games on this list that are a bit... Man, there's one that's kind of like, holy shit,
Yeah.
What the actual fuck. On IGN's Game of the Year list, they've got Cuphead. Very
Nice.
very fair, very fair. They've got Divinity Original Sin 2, which is a game that wasn't nominated by the Game Awards, and everyone says it's just one of the best games ever made, hands down. Unfortunately,
Have you played it?
Haven't. I'm so disappointed. It takes a full 100...
You have a games channel and you haven't played it?
Do you know what? This is
Neither
like,
have I.
it's 100 hours to play this game.
Oh, wow, okay.
And I really want to play it. It's literally my number...
We literally don't have time right now, though.
And I want to do a Game of the Year video, and the only game that I haven't played to be able to make that video is this game. Horizon Zero Dawn, everyone loves that game. It's like, do you remember Dino Riders from when we were kids? Yeah, it's like that, but open world Dino Riders. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, obviously. Nier Automata, also not nominated on the Game of the Year, sorry, the Game Awards list, and just incredible. If you haven't played Nier Automata, I have a review on my other channel on Skill Up. Go and watch it. Decide for yourself if this isn't a game you should be playing. Persona 5, incredible game in every way. Sam actually listens to the Persona soundtrack.
There's been plenty of games that I haven't actually played, but I've loved the soundtracks.
Yeah. So Persona 5's on there. Super Mario Odyssey,
Yeah.
Wolfenstein 2. Which
Thank God it's on here, because I said in the previous video, Wolfenstein 2 I think is one of the best games I've played in a very long time. Yes, the gameplay was okay, but the narrative that was told was like Metal Gear
agreed.
Solid quality. But anyway.
We get down to the juicy stuff now on IGN's
right.
list. They've got PUBG, which we've spoken about before. The thing about PUBG is that it's not actually out yet. It's still in early access, and it's buggy as fuck. Like, it is the least optimized game ever.
It is the buggiest thing I've ever played in my life. But the thing is, it's still not out. It won't be out probably next year. Is it going to win Game of the Year next year again too? Because it's still not out.
No, it'll be released next year for sure.
I know.
But the thing is, there's no arguing the fact that this game has taken over the world. Entire YouTube / Twitch careers have been born on the back of this game. It's changed everything. Like, there's no doubt about it. So if you were to say, you know, in terms of the impact that a game has on the gaming landscape, PUBG's earned its place, man.
I mean, I agree with that, but like, are we talking about a game that is extremely glitchy?
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives.
It earns its place purely because it is a phenomenon. That, I think, is it.
That's exactly right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not
because it's like
not a
inherently
fantastic shooter. It's not a fantastic open world kind of experience. I mean, it's really just because it's a phenomenon, in my opinion.
But that's so rare.
Fair enough.
Gotta recognize it. But the one game on this list that's like, oh my god, what the actual fuck is Destiny 2.
That's impossible!
Destiny 2,
everybody.
Destiny 2 is on IGN's Game of the Year list, nomination list, and everyone was like, what? What the fuck?
I wonder how Bungie's like, hey, IGN, do you like heaps of money? They're like, yeah, I do. Oh, you know what? I like this game now. It's going to make the top game of the year.
The guy I'm really looking for, wink, is Mr. Bribe, wink, wink.
Okay, everyone jokes that IGN's paid off, right? I do not believe that IGN
I don't think they are
paid off for this.
But
But
they probably just want to keep strong ties with maybe certain companies.
I suspect it's about relationships.
Yes.
Maybe they're just really big Destiny 2 fanboys. And, like, it's so weird, though, because I'm a huge Destiny fanboy, and anyone I know that's a huge Destiny fanboy doesn't like Destiny 2, okay? So I don't really understand how these guys could say that this is honestly a Game of the Year contender, given that anyone who truly loves Destiny, like, fully really loves it, especially in its final form back in year 3, doesn't enjoy this. How can they ignore that?
If they did in fact put it on there because they love it, that means to me that they're not really listening to the community, they're not listening to the reviews, they're not listening to the problems with the game. They're like, hey, I like this game, so we're putting it on there.
But this is so interesting, and I think this is such an... you make such a good point, right? Game of the Year lists are inherently subjective, okay? Because like when Bungie puts out a Game of the Year list, we expect it to be chocked full of like... like Nintendo games, Knack 2, and then we expect number 1 to always be Super Mario Brothers 2.
100%.
Right? But like because we know Donkey, you know, we know what he's about, right?
But that's different though, because he doesn't
IGN
represent he doesn't represent. I mean, like, I guess it's a business and it'll have its own opinions, of course, but it's like it's a place that you would expect a pretty even playing field and a non-biased atmosphere.
Do IGN have more of a responsibility to be objective in their list than Donkey does? Or do they like, listen, we're gamers, we're our own people, we have our own views, here's what we think, we like Destiny 2, it goes on the list.
I'll tell you why it might be different, is because the consumer, the person that goes to Donkey or the person that goes to IGN.com, they're going there for two different experiences.
That's true, I agree.
With Donkey, you're going for the personality and for the individual. With ING,
ING Bank, you're going there for a bank account.
That's word coming out. Sorry. If I'm going to IGN, then I'm expecting to know many different opinions.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I do expect them to reflect community sentiment.
Yes.
To me, this nomination really feels like they've said, we don't care at all what the Destiny community says about this game. We liked it, so therefore it goes on our list.
If they can't see now that the consumer and everyone else is saying, hey, this isn't a good game, you should really not put this on there. Like, you really should.
Agree. And look, and no disrespect to anyone that really loves Destiny 2 in its current form, it's just that we can, as I said, a huge Bungie Destiny fanboy right here. We can all agree that this game is not the sequel we were hoping for. It needs more, there's no doubt about it, because there's a gigantic chunk of the player base that do not like it.
Yeah.
Just because you like it doesn't necessarily mean that it is inherently a good game. Because like, we need to be able to look at, well, what's everyone else saying about this game as well, and what do they feel? And when there's this many people that are disappointed in a game, then there's something there that we need to listen to.
I agree. It's like the music awards, or awards for the greatest movie of the year, right? Oscars and they mark that on many things. Number one, of course, is how well the movie did, what impact it had, and the greater majority of people, did they like it or dislike it?
They try and reflect community sentiment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes
right.
they fuck it up, but most of the time they do it.
But like, it's not like they're going to put, the Justice League 2 as movie of the year, because, not to trigger people, but like, we saw that.
Justice League was so bad.
And it was terrible, right?
So bad.
And if it might do fantastic at the box office, but it doesn't mean then it's a good movie that should win. It's the same with Destiny 2. It might have done really great because the marketing campaign was strong, right? The marketing campaign sold that game. And now everyone's like, actually, it's a shitty game. That shouldn't be now on the Game of the Year based on sales.
The other theory that's going around is that IGN did this just for the rage.
Shits and gigs.
they're like, hey guys, let's put Destiny 2 on there. Watch the hashtags roll in. And everyone's like, fuck IGN.
If they put Knack 2, everyone's like, okay, well, Knack 2, Destiny 2. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
So what other games should go on a Game of the Year list?
Okay.
If the Laymen were looking to drum up as much controversy as possible and get as much rage, what should we put on our
Game of the Year list would be, number 1, Star Wars Battlefront 2, people.
Right. Best loot box implementation.
Oh, 100%.
It'd be best debut loot box.
Yes, 100%.
Totally.
Number 2 would be best facial recognition.
Yes.
And that would have to be, of course, Mass Effect Andromeda.
Correct.
We love that
Excellence
game.
in narrative and
it's the best
and
game.
tired faces.
It's the best game to watch if someone's dropped some LSD. They're like, whoa, what's going on with their faces, man?
I feel that
Knack 2 for sure, for the game of the sequel that no one asked for. No one asked for a Knack 2, but they made it anyway. That has to be on the Game of the Year.
I feel that best toilet time game would have to go to Skyrim.
Oh, yes, of course, now.
It's now been ported to the Switch.
Yes, and it's also VR now for some reason. Got to be one more that I'm thinking of. It would have to take the award for fastest selling, biggest community, massive phenomenon that continues to break all records. And we're talking about the game that breaks all the rules, that doesn't care about the law. Lawbreakers.
Well, that was the shittest setup.
Oh, come on.
It breaks all the rules and the laws.
It was better than anything that we've
Poor
ever done before.
Lawbreakers. It's so sad, man.
Yeah, it was, it's poor game.
Anyway, so
Poor
let
Cliffy
us
B.
know what your Game of the Year picks are, and let us know what your, like, troll picks are. Like, if you were to go down the IGN fake controversy, hashtag farming route, what would be your
Watch
Game
everyone
of the
just
Year?
put Knack 2. We're going to see like 50 comments of Knack 2. But we're ready for it.
We're ready to bring it
Alright
on.
guys, see ya!
Bye.
And the Oscar goes to...